you to tell me what you understand from this. Resistive load is a resistance, right? So resistive load will extract maximum power from a network when its resistance is equal to the resistance of the network across the output terminals after replacing all the sources by their internal resistances, if any. I want you to go through this and tell me what you understand from this. Read it two to three times, you will get the idea what it means. Very good. Load resistance must be equal to the Thevenin resistance, right? So RL should be equal to RTH. That is what the theorem says. Very simple. It says that if the load resistance, right? So far we have done many circuits. We have analyzed many circuits. We have given some load resistance value, right? So this theorem says that if the load resistance value is equal to the Thevenin resistance of the circuit, then maximum power will be transferred to the load. Maximum power will be transferred to the load when the load resistance value is equal to the Thevenin resistance value. Or in other words, it says that, this theorem states that if RL equal to RTH, if RL equal to RTH, then maximum power will be transferred to the load. Thevenin resistance, Norton resistance is the same. Definition is the same. Okay. Usually we reduce the circuit in terms of voltages only. Right, so Thevenin is very commonly used. Only if we require a current source in the circuit, then we will be using Norton's theorem. Otherwise, when we are reducing a complex network, it will always be Thevenin's theorem. Okay, because there we are having the load resistance in series with the source, and the calculation of load current becomes easier. In Norton's theorem, we need to use, the current division happens, and calculation is, it takes a little more time in order to calculate the load current. Here it is series circuit, so calculation becomes much easier. So that is why we will always be reducing the circuit in terms of, Thevenin network only. So that is why in most cases we will be using Thevenin's. It will be always Thevenin's theorem only. Thevenin's resistance only, RTH. Okay, so if RL equal to RTH, when RL equal to RTH, then maximum power will be transferred to the load, and maximum power will be transferred from the input to the output, right? So when circuits are designed, when there is power transfer happening, when the circuits are designed in communication networks, it is always seen to it that the load resistance, that we always look into what is called as the impedance matching, right? Impedance matching is nothing but matching the load resistance to the resistance of the circuit. So because we want maximum power at the output. Okay, so that is what the theorem says, and it's a very useful theorem. Okay, if RL equal to RTH, then maximum power will be transferred. That is what the theorem says. Okay, now let us take, before that I will, okay, what happens, let me take a circuit. So any circuit, what is the first step? First step in the, when we are analyzing this using, or when we are applying maximum power transfer theorem, the first step will be to calculate RL value. To calculate RL value. So how to calculate this RL value? RL value is nothing but RL equal to RTH. So which means that given a circuit, first we need to calculate the RTH value, and we need to take that value as RL. Okay. Now the second step is convert. First, you convert any circuit into its any network or circuit given into its Thevenin equivalent. First step is calculate the value of RL, then convert any circuit given into its Thevenin equivalent circuit. What is Thevenin equivalent circuit? Find out VTH, find out RTH. RTH already you have calculated. Find out VTH and then draw the Thevenin equivalent circuit. So any circuit given, when you are applying maximum power transfer theorem, you convert it into its Thevenin equivalent circuit. So here this is VTH, this is RTH, okay, and RL value will also be equal to RTH. This is for maximum power transfer. If it is not equal, then maximum power will not be transferred. Only, lesser power will be transferred. Okay, we'll see that. We will see with an example. Okay, now I want you to find out the efficiency. Can you tell me the expression for efficiency of the circuit? What is efficiency? How will you define efficiency? In terms of power, you tell me. Efficiency, you can define it for various quantities. You can define it for voltage, current. I want the efficiency for power. What is the, okay, let me see what you have written. Output power by input power into 100. Okay. So basically efficiency is nothing but the output divided by the input, right? So, whatever be the output power, you just find out what the output power is, find out what the input power is, and efficiency is always a percentage. So percentage efficiency, it's always expressed in terms of a percentage. So it is percentage efficiency, and we always multiply it by 100, right? So here we are talking about power. So it will be output power divided by input power. Okay, I will write it as PN. So output power divided by input power into 100% will give the percentage efficiency. So let us calculate the efficiency, or let us derive an expression for the efficiency here for this circuit, right? So when we assume that, or when we want the maximum power to be transferred, what is the efficiency? Efficiency under maximum power condition. So this is efficiency. Right, so efficiency is percentage efficiency. Let's find out what will be the efficiency under maximum power transfer condition. So this is the circuit for maximum power transfer, right? So where RL equal to RTH. So what is the expression for output power here? I will call this as IL. Series circuit, same current will flow, right? So what is the current through RL? What is the expression for power? How will you calculate power? V into I is one equation, yes. I into R, no. I squared R, correct? I squared R or V squared divided by R. Okay, so different expressions are there. Since we already have the current here, I will use that current equation only. Okay, so what is the output power? When we say output power is the power across the load resistance, right? So load is the, across which we are measuring the output power. And so output power will be the power across the load resistance, right? So what will be the equation in terms of current? Current is IL. Okay, so this will be IL squared divided by IL squared into RL. IL squared into RL, or in this case, RL is nothing but RTH. Okay, so we'll use that. It is not a general circuit. It is a Thevenin equivalent circuit, and it is a circuit for maximum power transfer, right? What is that? Why don't we use? We can do that. V squared divided by RL also we can use. But you need to calculate the voltage across this, right? So it will be VL squared divided by RL. You can use that equation also. So this is output power. What is the input power? What is the equation for Pn? I squared. Okay. We don't have RL now. We have only RTH. Isn't it? RL is equal to RTH. We have already found that. RL equal to RTH, and we have connected RL as equal to RTH. So we don't have RL in the equation now. It is RTH only. Okay, with that, tell me, what will be the equation for the input power? Input power will be, of course, here we have IL, okay, IL squared divided by RTH plus RTH. 2 RTH, isn't it? So this will be IL squared divided by 2 RTH. Right, so what will be the efficiency now? Multiplied, correct. Okay. Which formula you want? The efficiency is output divided by input, output power divided by the input power, right? So what is the output power? Output power is the power across the load. The load is the, P out and P input. Okay. So this is the load. Okay. So we are calculating the power across this. So we can use any formula V into I or I squared R or V squared divided by R. Any of the equation you can use for the power. Since I have already calculated IL, I am using that one, right? So output power will be IL squared into this resistance, RL. Right. So in this case, we are using, we have replaced RL with RTH. Okay. So IL squared RTH. So that is the output power. Input power will be the power given by the source. So source is giving the power, and for the source, there are two resistors. Right. Output power is across this resistance only. Input power is power given to the circuit by the source. So here we have two resistors. So that two resistors are included, RTH plus RTH. Okay. So input power will be IL squared into 2 RTH. Okay. What will be the efficiency? Now if you substitute here, what is the efficiency? Efficiency will be output by input, right? So this will be IL squared RTH divided by IL squared into 2 RTH into 100. 100%, so that will be equal to 50%. Right, so 50%. Okay, so for any circuit, the maximum power that can be transferred to the load, to the resistive load, is only 50%. I suppose you get the idea. Whatever be the circuit that we have with us, different values of resistors, different components connected, the maximum power that the load can get from the circuit or from the source is only 50%. That is the maximum power it can get. That is ideally, right? So practically, this value is going to be much smaller. It will not be 50%. It will always be practically. It will be always less than 50%. Okay, maximum power is 50%. If maximum efficiency of the circuit is only 50%, but if you calculate practically, if you calculate the efficiency, it will always be less than 50%. Efficiency of the circuit, output power divided by the input power. Okay, now let us take this circuit. This is Norton's theorem. I will take a circuit where we have already found out the Thevenin equivalent. Okay, this is also Norton's theorem. Okay, so this is a circuit that we have found the Thevenin equivalent here, right? So you just look at the circuit here. The VTH value is 2.5, RTH value is 6.25. Okay, and the load resistance value given in the circuit is 2 ohms. So you just take this circuit because already we have calculated the VTH and RTH value. Okay, we can do it for any circuit, but I'm just taking this as an example. So 2.5 and 6.25. Okay, go back there. So maximum efficiency we can get is only 50%, right? So can we calculate the power, maximum power? What is the equation for the maximum power? What will be P max equal to for the circuit? Equation for the maximum power? See, for the power you can use other, yeah. For the power you can use the other equations also, VI, etc. Right? So I have just used the current equation here. You can use the VTH and calculate the maximum efficiency. Power output, power input. You can use the other equations also. For me, it is easier to express in current, so that is why I have used this. Okay, what is P max equal to from this circuit? For this circuit, what will be the maximum power? VTH, RTH by RTH. Here again, you can use any equation. So I will try to. Okay. VTH is already available, right? So VTH squared divided by. Look at the circuit and calculate, and get the equation. RTH only, no VTH. I'm sorry, no RL. Look at this circuit and okay, I'll show the circuit again. So for this circuit, I want to find out the output power. So output, I'm looking at the maximum power. Okay, so this is a circuit for maximum power transfer. I want to find an equation for the maximum power. So which means that I am trying to calculate the power across this resistance. This resistance is equal to RTH. What is that equal to? IL squared into RTH. So that is the output power, right? So output power is IL squared into RTH. Okay. So you can substitute the value for IL squared because VTH is known. VTH squared divided by 4 RTH, 2 RTH. VTH squared divided by 4 RTH. Are you getting that? let me. So P max is nothing but equal to P output, isn't it? P output is IL squared into RTH. What is IL? IL is nothing but VTH divided by RTH plus RTH. This is square. Okay. So VTH squared divided by 2 RTH. So 4 RTH square into RTH. So that will be RTH squared divided by 4 RTH. So this is the equation for the output power. So P max is nothing but equal to VTH squared divided by 4 RTH. So this is the expression for the maximum power which is transferred, right? So VTH squared divided by 4 RTH. So any circuit, as I told you, we are converting it into its Thevenin equivalent first. So we know the VTH value, we know the RTH value, just substitute in the equation and get the maximum power. Okay, so I will again go back to that circuit. So we have this circuit, right? So is this the circuit that I showed you earlier? These are all Norton theorems. Okay, so I think this is the circuit. So 10 volt source, 3 ohm, 3 ohm, 6 ohm, etc. Right? So this is the circuit given. Let's say we are asked to calculate the maximum power transferred to the load. Okay. Calculate the maximum. You take this circuit, same circuit you take. Calculate the maximum power transferred to the load. So take this circuit diagram, because we already know the values. So you take this circuit diagram, okay? What is this? VTH divided by 2 RTH whole square. Into RTH is there. Yeah, whole squared into RTH. V squared R, isn't it? R here is RTH. So according to this, right? So according to this circuit, the given load resistance value is 2 ohm here. Okay, so 2 ohm is the load resistance value. You calculate the power with this one, with 2 ohm. 2.5, 6.25. So this is the circuit that is given to us. Okay, so this is, oh, right. Yeah, this is not the circuit for maximum power transfer. Okay, so if this is the circuit, what will be the PL value? So this is RL. Okay, so what will be the PL value here? With 2 ohms, you're getting 0.18. How to calculate that? IL squared into RL, or yeah, IL squared will be 2.5 divided by 6.25 plus 2 squared into 2. Yeah. Where is 2 RTH coming? Okay, 2. That's all. 2 is RL value. Okay. What is the, I mean, for this, how much you're getting? Power? 0.18 watt? Okay. 0.18 watt. So this is for the circuit that is given to us, right? So if we want to find out the maximum power transferred, then we have to replace this load resistance by its Thevenin resistance. Okay, so let us do that. So this will be 2.5. Thevenin resistance for that circuit is 6.25 and our load resistance is also 6.25. So this is the circuit for maximum power transfer. So if this is the case, then maximum power will be transferred. Okay. So what will be the, this output power here, Pmax? We can use that VTH square divided by 4 RTH, right? Point 0.25? Okay. You see the difference? If we replace the load resistance, okay, with the Thevenin resistance of the circuit, then we find that the power that we are getting is 0.25. Otherwise, if it is any other value, it is going to be, this is the maximum power. So if this load is replaced with the Thevenin resistance, then we are getting the power as 0.25. Okay, so this is the maximum power that you can get. 1 minute. What is the question there? Which is the ideal case? No, this is for any, yeah, ideal. Ideal in the sense we are looking at maximum power. Maximum power being transferred. If the Thevenin resistance, if the output resistance or the load resistance is exactly equal to the Thevenin resistance of the circuit, then we can get this much power. This is the maximum power that we can get. Always the power will be less than this. Because the load resistance that we connect may not be exactly equal to the Thevenin resistance. What if we use very high load resistance? What happens to the efficiency? Okay, I think it's time. See, for your about your midterm exam, I think Benny sir, mid-semester exam, Benny sir has already, I think he would have uploaded in the Google Classroom. So you check that one regarding your timetable, regarding the the pattern, the question paper pattern, etc. Okay, so I think I already told you once, it will be MCQ plus descriptive type. MCQ, you'll have to do it in the Google form, and the descriptive type you will have to write it and you have to upload. Okay, so we will give you a mock test before that, so that you will get you can get familiarized with the Google form as well as the uploading of answers. Okay, so some mock test we will conduct. Timing will be mostly 9:30 to 11:30, 2 hours. Normal classes will not be there during the mid-semester exams. So 1 week will be allotted for mid-semester exam. You will be having one paper per day, one subject per day. So 1 week time will be there and you will have only exams during that. No regular classes. Study leave, you are at home, no? Do you need study leave? Every day you are studying, isn't it? That maybe, you know, HODs will decide and tell you. Okay. Timings for the exam, last time we had it from 9:30 to 11:30. You don't have time to study. Yeah, you're doing assignments every day. Correct. 9:30 to 11:30, usually it is during that time. I don't know, sometimes, you know, you may have in the afternoon also, 2 to 4. Descriptive also included, correct. Yes, numericals. I have no idea about you have to ask the admission office if you are looking for the hostel. Write to admission office. Send mail. Send mail to admission office, office of admissions. They will reply. You keep applying, you keep writing again and again. Okay, any other questions? Otherwise, you can leave. So I suppose you understood something with respect to maximum power transfer. Did we complete? Chapter no. College is not reopening.